What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm out here with the guys from Tethrd. Carl is going to take us through and show us some of the saddles here, but today's video we want to kind of take you all through a buyer's guide to saddle hunting. We get lots of questions about what do you need to go hunting with the saddle, like which saddle should I get, which platform, which set of sticks, which accessories. It's overwhelming if you're just getting into this.
Right.
So while you guys are here, I want to take everybody through the different product lines and kind of talk about, you know, what you guys offer, you know, in different price points.
Sure.
If you're a very simple guy on a budget, like what I kind of use is the more budget friendly gear, all the way up to a very experienced guy that wants to spend more money and be more comfortable and have all of the extra features that some of your higher end gear is. So
right.
To start off, we'll go through the saddles first, then we'll go into some of the other categories like sticks, platforms, and accessories. But to start, kind of run me through your all saddle lineup for this year.
Yeah, so we kind of did this backwards, actually. You know, we've always prided ourselves on making, you know, some pretty premium saddles. Last year, we launched our workhorse line. It's direct brick and mortar in retail locations. And what we wanted to do there was really cut that barrier to entry down as much as we could and just make it really simple for that new saddle hunter who just doesn't really know what they need yet or how to do it. And so we kind of compiled this kit, you know, in the workhorse line. And yeah, Aaron's saddle here, you ran this pretty much all year last year.
That's the one I used all year.
So yep. You'll see on this one, it's a solid material in the body, so there's no stretch like most of our saddles have a vertical stretch in the mesh. So this one is a solid panel. So you're not going to quite have it's comfortable, but you're not going to have the comfort adjustment that you're going to get out of like our Carnivore 2-panel or say our Ultra Lock or something like that. But one of the beauties of the workhorse is it's kind of a plug and play. There's not a whole lot to think about on it. The pockets are built into it. It's going to come with the recliner, the back band. It's going to come with both of your 11mm ropes all in one box. But it's just a really simple system. Again, the price point is really good for, you know, just trying to eliminate some of those barriers that some people may have, especially on the financial side of it, to see if they want to get into saddle hunting. So it's a great way to get into it. And there's guys that have been hunting out of the workhorse and they love it and they have no plans of changing, and that's fine too.
I really liked using it last year.
Yeah.
I mean, it was super comfortable, and I don't know how many times I used it, 30 or 40 times probably throughout the fall. And I'm still using the same ropes and everything in there from last year. Like
yeah, it's a good saddle. And then we start stepping up, you know, in price as we kind of go along. Kind of two of our more premium flagship saddles are the Ultra Lock. And so the Ultra Lock is an expanding body saddle. So it basically whenever the body is closed up, it more or less has I believe this is an XL here, but it has the same profile as the #1 selling saddle of all time, which is the Phantom. You know, that geometry just works so well. We've based a lot of our stuff off of that moving forward. So yeah, the Ultra Lock, when it's closed up, it's kind of that same Phantom profile, but you can expand it and you're going to get a whole 6 inches of extra panel in this saddle whenever you expand it. And then you can adjust that up and down your body for lower back support, or if you want some more under your thighs, you can do all that. This also has our Ultra Lock pockets, and we have these separately so you can put them on any saddle you want. But on the Ultra Lock saddle themselves, they're built in, so it's a very rigid connection to the saddle. They've got an internal frame built into the pocket, so you know it's a true one-handed operation. And these things will hold the world. I mean, you can load these things up, and kind of knowing that people were going to do that. I mean, you give them a bigger pocket, you're going to put more stuff in it. It also has a yoke that comes with the Ultra Lock. So this is a very premium saddle. It's got a lot of high-end features on it, and the yoke again.
What's the advantage of that? Of wearing like the suspender yoke?
Well, there's two things. Either if you're the guy who wants to take everything on your saddle, especially like early season, you don't really even need a backpack, or you may just carry a lot of weight all the time in your saddle. So that yoke is going to help carry that load. And this yoke, it actually has a structural piece of material. Yep. So it always stays wide. It's always distributing that load across your shoulders, and it's not clumping up. It rides really flat, so you can throw a backpack or anything else on. You're not going to feel it. It's not going to interfere with anything. So that's number one is loadout. And then number two, some of us just got no butt, no hips, you know, and have a hard time keeping any saddle up, you know. So again, going with a set of our suspenders or a modular yoke, you know, because we sell these separately as well. That's going to help keep your saddle in place and just be a lot more comfortable, you know, climbing and walking in and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And what else we got here?
Over here on this side, this is one of our Elite kits. This is the Phantom Elite. So this is essentially our tried and true Phantom saddle. This one just happens to be, all of our Elite kits are done out in a specific camo. Right now we have, this is the First Light Spectre, and then we've got a Mossy Oak Bottomland in this as well. And again, it comes in a kit, so this would come with our standard cis haulers with a recliner, and it's all camo matching and everything. So yeah, the Phantom, #1 selling saddle of all time. It's about as simple as it gets as far as construction and design of the saddle, and you know, having the pockets removable and movable. You can kit it out however you want. You know, if you only want one, for whatever reason, run one pocket, you can. You know, you want to run 2, 3, whatever. All of our saddles have suspender or yoke loops built into them, so everything's plug and play. So if you want to add suspenders or yoke to any of the saddles, you can. All of our saddles, including the lower budget workhorse line, we've got our Utila bridges. I mean, this is the best bridge on the planet, and you know, it just works so well, and we wanted to maintain that through our entire saddle line. So yeah, that's the Phantom Elite, and again, we still offer this in the just the standard solid colored mesh version as well.
Okay.
Same thing with the pockets.
And then what's new? This is brand new for this year.
This is brand new for this year. This is our Carnivore 2-piece. So this is a 2-panel saddle. We've put a lot of tech and a lot of thought into this. We've got laser cut Squadron, really nice detail pieces on it, from the grab handles up here to the suspender loops. And then of course we've got our rad buttons integrated into this saddle. So dropping that panel and reinstalling that panel is super easy. And you know, once you lock that thing onto the post, I mean, it's there. It's not going anywhere. And this is kind of one of those less is more type saddles. You can see the profile of it when it's closed up. This is basically the same profile as a Phantom. So it's very minimalist as far as the 2-panel saddle goes, but it's all in the geometry. It's all in how you design them. But being able to separate those panels, and a little is a lot. You can move that bottom panel or that top panel just a little bit, and it's going to change everything about how it feels. I mean, this is hands down one of the most comfortable saddles that we offer. Yeah, there's that top panel there, separated. And then if we spin this around here, so this is something new for the Carnivore. Yeah, for this saddle, this is our new quad lock bridge. And what we've done here with this bridge is it's kind of a twofer. It's a micro adjust bridge, so your body weight is what's going to keep these adjustments in place. So when I'm on my platform, if I want to say put more pressure into the top part of my lower back, I can just pull this tab up, relax my weight, and now I can adjust this inside leg of that bridge to get it wherever I want. And whenever I release that and put my weight back into it, it's going to bind that, lock it in place. So if we want these panels to be self-regulating, free-floating, so it's kind of equalizes the pressure on its own, those bridge barrels, you just loosen this up, the bridge barrel goes on that same adjustable inside leg, and it nests in here, and it keeps that from capturing the inside leg. So this can move just wherever it needs to be. So if you're shifting your weight or whatever, you put more weight on your back, it's going to accommodate that as well. So it's up to you. Again, we've got a lot of tech, a lot of new ideas into this one, and we've taken a lot of the features that we know work, and we've kept them. You know, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
What's the most comfortable of the four?
Comfort's subjective,
right?
You know, I've met people who have been running the workhorse, and I love this thing. You know, I had a Phantom, it was great, but I love my workhorse. You know, and then vice versa, and because comfort is such a subjective thing, but because of the line that we offer and the differences between all of them, we have something for everyone. you know, really any body type, any style. I mean, we're gonna have something that's gonna work for you. As a general rule, though, just for a little bit of guidance, kind of point you in the right direction. As a general rule, if you're after absolute maximum comfort, you're going to be looking at the Carnivore 2P or the Ultralock, because of
just more versatility,
because of the ability to kind of move that saddle chassis around, you know, and kind of create more real estate for your body to nest into.
Okay, so to recap, what do we got?
Yeah, so kind of close this out. Our workhorse line, this is going to be your most bang for the buck and the least amount of thought that you have to put into the process if you're getting into saddle hunting. And then it's going to step up to our regular Phantom, and then our Elite Series, and then our Ultralock and our Carnivores are going to be at that very high end.
Awesome. Well, that's it for the saddles. Now let's talk about sticks. All right, Greg, let's go over some stick options.
Good. I like sticks. We got 3, even though we only have 2 on the tree. There really is a 3rd one. That's our workhorse line.
Yep.
You've used the workhorse line.
Used them a bunch.
Simple, very wallet-friendly option. That's we kind of work with the good, better, best option for pricing and products, and that's our good kind of. I like the way Carl said it. You don't have to really think about it. It's a good, simple process and a product that you can trust. That's the workhorse line, not on the tree. Moving up to the next, I guess your better option. Let me talk about the similarities in the 2 products first, and then I'll point out the differences, okay? So first of all, you can see this attachment method that we got. This is our Dynalite rope and our Dynalock button. We invented this, we patented this, we brought this to the market. There is no better way to attach trees to a stick than this right here. This rope is rot resistant, UV resistant, it floats, it weighs nothing, pound for pound, it's lighter than steel. It's the best. It's awesome.
The best thing that I really like about the rope, and it's on the workhorse too, it's like you said, it's a similarity between all 3 sticks, is this rope is pretty long. So if you use just a standard strap on a stick, for the most part, they're all one set length. And you will find yourself in a situation when you're hanging and hunting where you get a tree that's too big to go around with those straps. Like I've finagled them together every which way you could ever imagine to try to get 10 feet up in a tree. But with the ropes, they're much longer.
Exactly.
So it's more versatile. You can get in a wider range of trees with that attachment system.
And because we chose a rope that is super lightweight, you don't pay a bulk or weight penalty for having that really long rope system, the rope connection system. So that's a similarity between all 3 of the sticks at Tethrd. I love it. I think it's just a great, simple, no buckles, no noise. It just works. It's easy to do. It's safe. It's simple. It's strong. It's stronger than all the webbing that other companies use with big cam buckles. This stuff it's just awesome stuff. So the attachment system on our sticks is really, really good. So the differences in the 2 are really weight. There's a couple of smaller differences, like on the Skeletors, your steps fold, so they stack a little bit more compact. In order to save weight on the 1 stick, we eliminated that feature because the point of the 1 stick, it's in the name, it's 1 pound. That's why we made it. We made this to be the lightest, most efficient climbing stick ever invented.
These are the ones you use, ain't you, Greg? You use the ones?
Yeah, they're great. I love them.
I mean, they are very light, all 4 of them.
So that's really the main difference, right? We like to say you can be light on your wallet or you can be light on your back. You get to pick. So if you care a little bit more about your wallet, pick the Skeletors. But if you care a little bit more about your back, maybe you like to walk a long ways, maybe you take your gear in and out with you every single trip, maybe you hunt a whole lot like a lot of us do at Tethrd, well, you're going to want to save weight. That's where the titanium 1 stick comes in place. And they both share the stick lock system. You see these little orange pegs that you got here?
Workhorse has that too,
Workhorse has them too. They just work. They fit together, snap together. They're quiet, simple. They won't come apart when you're walking to and from your tree. It's really a great system. And
I like these.
The glow tabs here, So
that comes in real handy.
Yep, and you don't even have to hit
down
them.
At night.
Don't even have to hit them with your light. The ambient light from the sun during your hunt will have charged these up, so they kind of glow when you're coming down. So that's the Tethrd stick options in a nutshell. You're gonna need something. You got to climb the tree. If you care most about your wallet, that's cool. Get the Workhorse. If you're kind of a mid-road guy, you want a little bit best of both worlds, pick the Skeletors. You are not going to be disappointed. And if you want to go all in, you're a hardcore guy, you go a long way, you hunt a lot, you really care about it, and you're more concerned with speed and efficiency and weight, get the one stick. I've been using these for years since we first started prototyping them, and I just can't imagine using anything else.
One thing I'll mention before we move on off of the sticks is we use stealth strips a lot. You guys sell them, we sell them on our website. Lou just sent me an email yesterday asking if we needed more of them. But I go through so much of that stuff on my platforms, on my sticks, on pretty much all my gear. It's just it's just essentially just an adhesive backed strip of quiet material that you can put on this stuff to keep sticks from banging together, keep from having any sort of metal on metal contact out there. And they're cheap. They are pretty tough. They stick really well to whatever you put them on. And yeah, we use that stuff constantly. That's it for the sticks. All right, Ernie, let's talk about platforms. We got a slew of them up here on the tree. I want you to kind of go through which ones you like and for what reasons and what the prices are.
Sure. So we like to say a lot of times, you can save your wallet or you can save your back. And here's a great example of what we're looking at. We've got our Predator V, which is a cast aluminum platform, full featured. It's got an angled front on it. It's got traction around the outside. It's really kind of bomb proof. It's an awesome platform. Weighs a little bit more than our carbon fiber version, but this is just an awesome all-around platform. It's our Predator V. It's our 5th installment in the Predator family. So we've learned a lot through the years, and we've adapted and made that Predator so much better along the way, and this is just our latest rendition of it.
Okay, and then down here you got is that an XL?
Correct. So it comes in 2 sizes. We've got our regular and our XL. The XL is about 40% more square footage on the top of it for about a pound more weight. Okay.
What are the advantages of going to an XL from a regular size? I tend to like the regular size myself because I got both of them, but what kind of questions do people have regarding that?
It's really a matter of preference, right?
Okay.
So what a lot of guys like to have, especially guys who are transitioning from the tree stand world, they're used to having a big platform, they're used to having a lot of square footage to walk on, and so guys will be more comfortable making that transition from a tree stand to a platform by going with a bigger one. Or if you've got your bigger boots on, or you're liking to move around a little more, or you just have big feet in general, right? That's where this comes into play. It's definitely more comfortable to have a bigger surface, but the drawback is you're carrying more in and out of the woods. I'm like you, I carry the small one if I'm going mobile because I can maneuver and do everything I need on this platform, and it doesn't take as much space on my pack.
That's what I've noticed because I've used them both a good bit. I actually had the same thought, so that's why I went to the XL for a little bit. But after I started using it, I'm like, man, I like my little one, my smaller Predator even better, and I've got a size 12 shoe.
Sure.
So that's the one. I use the old version, you know.
Sure.
But that's the one that I like a lot. And then what do you have over here as far as carbon fiber? I guess you're going lighter then.
Yeah, so these are our CFX. This is not an injection molded product. It's a very different form of carbon fiber. This is more of a forged. It keeps the strands of the carbon longer, creates a stronger product. It's much lighter, it's quieter, it's even warmer on your feet. You don't get the heat transfer that you would with aluminum, but it comes at a cost. These are going to be a little more expensive than the aluminum version just by the process that it takes to make them. But man, if silence and sound and weight and those things are important to you, again, what do you like to protect, your wallet or your back? I like these guys. It's a great platform.
Okay, and then I've got my old Predator back here, and you said you guys have got the workhorse line now.
Wow.
If you're
That's seen some use there.
Yeah, it's kind of old. I need to replace the stealth strips on it. They're starting to get muddy and come off of there, but I usually put new stealth strips on everything every year, but this one hasn't seen it for a little bit. But
man, this is great. So again, we had talked about the Predator V. It was a 5th generation of the Predator, but the Predator is the one that kind of started it all out. It's the #1 selling platform of all time. You see these things all over the place. And if you like the old Predator platform, we offer it in our workhorse line. It's almost identical to what I've got here in my hand, but it's at a more economic price point. So for the guy who's just starting to get into it and wants to be able to try it out without having to break the bank, the workhorse line is available at all of our retail locations around the country. And it's a great platform. Like I said, it's the #1 seller in the country. And They just work. You've had
Yeah.
this thing, it looks like it's got a few miles on it.
Oh yeah.
So that's awesome.
That's kind of your three main options then, though. I guess price point, you would go Workhorse, and then your Predator over here.
Yep,
your
the
aluminum,
Predator V.
And then you would go Predator Carbon.
It's our CFX.
CFX Carbon,
Yep.
that's right.
So the way we like to look at it along the way is we always have a good, better, best, right?
Yep.
And so you kind of start your way and make your way up the ladder. We would consider this our good platform. Not that it's any worse than the rest of them. It's been around forever, but we've learned a few things and we've advanced technology, and then our better would be right here into the Predator V, a few more features with the angled side and some of the carrying clips and some of the different adjustments. And then our best obviously would be here in the carbon fiber line, where you're still gonna watch some of those features migrate up through the line, but you just get a few more features and a few more user-friendly pieces in the carbon.
Yep. All right, that's pretty sweet.
Thanks, Aaron.
Let's move on to accessories next. Okay, Jared, let's get into accessories. To start off, what's the number one thing that you can't go to the woods without? You have to have.
Well, just among our group right here, it's kind of subjective. Everybody's got a different item that they kind of have to have. And we kind of concluded that the his strap is a pretty important piece of gear to add to your saddle hunting arsenal, just because for one, it keeps you public land legal, being able to hang stuff so you're not screwing pegs into the tree and whatnot.
Yeah, I got one right here.
Yeah, there you go. But just having a place to hang and organize all of your gear is really important. Basically, my whole setup revolves around the his strap and how I hang my bow, my backpack. So it's not a very expensive item. It's super simple. It's just some webbing with some loops. But we really think that it's an important part to have in your saddle hunting kit.
Okay, so you need a his strap.
Yep.
That's definitely a necessity.
Yep.
What else? I think those Ropemans or those Kongs,
Yeah.
whichever one, those things are super handy. Got a Ropeman? There you go.
All right, so we got a Ropeman here, and we got a Ropeman 4. So basically these do the same thing. These are going to take place of your Prusik knot on your tether or your lineman's, and it just makes it a lot simpler to adjust one-handed, so it frees up your other hand. And it's it's a convenience thing, really. It makes it a little bit easier. Yeah, so your Ropeman 1, this is going to go on your bigger rope, like your 11 to 13 mil, and then your Ropeman 4 are going to go on the smaller 8 mil. So depending on which rope you run is going to depend on which Ropeman you use on your ropes. But it just makes it a lot easier to one-hand adjust while you're in the tree.
Oh yeah, I got one on my lineman's belt, and I have one for my tether as well.
Yep.
Those are super handy.
Yep, for sure.
Then what about pockets? You guys got a pile of different ones, and we've got some different options here for price points, but go ahead and start.
Yeah, so we'll start with the Workhorse saddle, and Warb, I know you used this saddle a good bit last year.
Yep.
So the nice thing about this saddle is the pockets are already built in. So when you buy this setup, which is our more budget-friendly option, the pockets are already on there, and you don't have to worry about adding them to your saddle. So
yep, there's my tether.
Got your tether and lineman in there. And then from there, this is our Ultralock saddle. The pockets are actually built into this, but we sell these pockets that you can install on any of our saddles. And this is a really nice big pocket that's got an internal frame on it, so it's very easy to operate one-handed. And you've got so much storage space in there. I mean, if you want to eliminate a backpack in the early season, these pockets, you can accomplish that with these pockets. So from there, we've got our standard. These are the cis haulers that come on the Elite kit, but we also sell them in just a solid color. But you can add these, with the Molly on any of our saddles. It just gives you a place to put all your little accessories, your saw, your ropes, your grunt call, and it just keeps everything handy and on each hip. So it's pretty important to have.
Yep. Those are definitely the three main ones that I think of when it comes to accessories. But what other ones do people ask about or purchase a lot?
Yeah, so I think the next biggest thing would be something for your knees. So I like to use our Nushin knee pad, so it just straps right on the tree, and then you don't have anything on your legs. It just gives you that extra bit of comfort for those really long sits when you want to put your knees in the tree and relax a little bit. Now we also have knee pads that strap onto your knees, and the benefit there is if you want to walk around the tree and maneuver a little bit, your knee pads are strapped on there and it just moves with you as you go around the tree. But whether you choose the Nushin or the knee pads, I think it's pretty important to have some kind of protection for your knees for those all-day sits.
Sure.
Yep.
And this is new for this year, right?
Yeah.
The Saber Saw.
The Saber Saw. So
we just tested it out a while ago. It's pretty interesting little contraption.
Yeah,
very handy.
It's pretty sweet. So you can turn this into a pole saw with the limb locks there. And, you know, most of us carry some kind of saw, and having the saber saw, it's not only just a hand saw, but you can turn it into a pole saw as well. So if you've got a limb that you need to reach up and cut out of your way, the saber saw will do it.
Pretty handy.
Yep.
That's it for the accessories. They sell piles more stuff on the Tethrd website with lots more accessories, so y'all can look and see whatever works for you. I mean, like we've mentioned multiple times here, everybody in this group uses something a little bit differently, and as you get more and more into saddle hunting, you're going to realize that certain things you like, certain things you don't, and you're going to customize it for your fit. But that kind of runs through the gamut of the main ones, and hopefully this helped you guys out.
Yeah.
Good luck in the field this fall.